friends. Thank you for joining me and joining your practice. I'm going to do a spicy little sequence this morning just to build a little heat. So just have fun with it. It'll probably be new in your body, and just enjoy that playfulness and curiosity. So we'll get to tap into that a little bit today. So go ahead and come down onto your mat, sitting up on your knees or sitting cross-legged. We're just going to tap into the breath. So always coming to center. So let the breath be your center. Starting there, and we move from that place. Find a little bit of stillness and begin to layer from there. A couple more rounds of breath, maybe deepening the breath. Maybe bringing a Ujjayi breath. A Ujjayi breath is a little bit of an audible breath. In and out the nose, though, almost like there's a filter in the back of the throat. You should be able to hear it. And if someone were next to you, they might be able to hear it as well. Build some heat. Just an option. And bring the hands together, and we begin to move with our breath. Inhale, open the arms wide, gaze follows as the hands touch above the head, and exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, lift up, and exhale, draw down. Once more, inhale, lift up, and exhale, the right hand comes down. The left leg is going to come out. So if you were not on your knees, if you were sitting cross-legged, that might be a little confusing. Let's come to our knees, and then we'll lift the arms up. And exhale, plant the right hand down, the left leg comes out. So we're going to take a big side body stretch all the way from the left fingertips down to the left foot. Open up the heart slightly, roll the shoulders away from the ears, pull the belly towards the spine. We're going to be able to lift the torso up, so pull the belly towards the spine. Another thing you can do is, as if you were going to turn the pubic bone up towards the belly button, that'll engage the low core, come all the way up. Slide the left hand down the left leg as you reach over towards the left. Again, roll the heart open. One more big inhale. And exhale. Bring the knee back in, sit the hips back. Round a breath in. Sigh out. Inhale, arms lift up, gaze is up. And exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, arms lift, gaze up. And exhale, left hand comes down, right leg comes out. So big side body stretch here. Shoulders roll down the back, make some space for the neck. Maybe twist that top wrist. And then engaging the belly. You can think about bringing the belly towards the spine or bringing the pubic bone towards the belly button just a little bit. Lifting up. Right hand comes down. Left arm comes over towards the side. Again, shoulders rolling back here. Heart spiraling open, reaching actively through the fingertips. One more big inhale. And exhale, come back down to a seat. Round a breath in. Sigh out. Beautiful, hands and knees. Take a couple cat-cow or any organic movement that you like. So explore in your body. I'm just waking up here in Guatemala. So I'm just now moving my body. First time today, so exploring. But even if it's not the first time that you move your body today, it changes that much and quickly. So always have that attitude of curiosity Tuck your toes. Root down through the fingers and the knuckles. Pull the belly towards the spine. Lift the knees up about 2 inches. Crown of the head is reaching forward and the heels are reaching back. Neck is long. One more inhale. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Cat pawed out. So I'm going to show you the options for Vinyasa. You can take Chaturanga. You can take Chaturanga on the knees, or you can take Ashtangasana, knees, chest, chin. So different options. Let's go through them. Inhale, wave forward, plank pose. So I like to wave the spine up. Exhale, Ashtangasana is knees, chest, chin come down to the ground. The booty's up like an inchworm. Untuck the toes. You can roll forward into low cobra, high cobra, shoulders away from ears, or just hands and toes, tops of feet on the ground, upward facing dog. Your prerogative. Inhale, wave forward, plank pose. Exhale, knees come down, elbows come halfway down into Chaturanga. Then again, back bend of your choice. Be sure that you're broadening the heart space here. So lots of room between the shoulders. So we're not like this. Really work on opening the heart space. Think about it more as a heart opener than a back bend. And then one more option would be Chaturanga. Inhale, wave forward. So you want to really plug the shoulders back. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Any of those are an option. Maybe you do a different one each time. That's totally fine. Listen to your body. Yeah? So again, cat paw out for a moment. Let it feel good. And I'll show you one more thing that we'll do. A couple things we'll do that'll be a little bit different today. But we're going to wave forward into floating cobra. So some of you may have done this with me. So we're going to wave forward through plank pose. So come through plank pose. And we're going to keep coming. So floating cobra is like upward facing dog. Bend the elbows a little bit. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the belly towards the spine. So important to protect the low back. So upward facing dog with the toes tucked. Yeah? Bend the knees, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Takes a lot of strength, but you got it. Inhale, the right leg lifts up. Bend the knee and open the hip. Take some big circles here. And we're going to move into flip dog. So this can be big, this can be little. I'll show you the options. Come up onto the left toes, bring the left heel down. So you can just drop the foot, drop the right foot down gently. So it's kind of more of a side plank. Or you can roll the heart open and get more of a heart opening. Downward facing dog. We'll play around with some different variations today. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. And it's like you're going to open so much, the right heel comes down, and then your variation of flip dog or side plank, whatever feels good. Any movement here. Sometimes I'd like to move, bend the knees. And we find downward facing dog. Gaze towards the hands. We're going to jump into Yogi Squat. So come up onto the toes, bend the knees, crouch forward. Bend the knees and take a big jump up. Feet come to the outside of the hands into a squat pose. Turn your head left and right. Plant the hands, forward fold. Bend the knees. Slowly roll up to stand. Take a couple rounds of breath. Bring the feet together. Lift the arms up, gazes up. Exhale, hands to heart center once more like this. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up. This time bring the right knee up with you. We're going to move with breath here. So we're coming from here on an inhale to exhale, airplane, move everything back. The heart center comes forward. Bend the standing leg a little bit. It's your hinge. Inhale, come up. And exhale, move back. So this can look as small or as big as you like, and maybe you fall out and come back in. But move with your breath. Exhale, comes back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, back. Once more, practicing with the balance. Inhale, lift. And exhale, plant the hands down, L shape. Yeah? You can pull back at the left hip crease just slightly. The crown of the head is moving forward. Belly is in as the toes reach back. Bend the standing leg. Reach the foot all the way back to the back of the mat. We're going to come into Crescent Lunge. So bend both the knees slightly. Push into the ground and lift up. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus the arms. Stick the tongue out. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Building some heat once more. Inhale. And exhale, lion's breath, tongue out. Inhale, lift. And exhale, warrior two. Pull back on the outer left hip crease. So you're watching the knee track in line with the big toes. Press down evenly through both feet. Feeling some heat here. We're going to take extended side angle, but bring the left elbow on the inside of the left knee. So you're not dumping into the leg. You're actually opening. Press the knee into the elbow back into the knee. Spiral the heart open here. One more inhale. Full exhale. As you spiral the heart down, plant the right hand. We're going to take side plank on the right hand. So the right heel is going to come all the way down to the side of the mat. The left foot comes on top side plank. Breathing here. Push down everything that's touching the ground to lift up. The arm can be coming straight up, so you're like in a T, or it can come towards the top of the room. You'll get a little bit more arch here. One more inhale. And exhale, your version of Chaturanga. So Ashtanga, Chaturanga, knees up or knees down, upward facing dog or Cobra, and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Come down to the knees and take some rolls with the spine. So we're just waving it out, keeping some fluidity. So just some free form rinsing. And we come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees as you gaze forward, crouch down. Malasana squat, yogi squat, jump to the outsides of the hands. Shift in. Elbows pushing into the knees, knees pushing back into the elbows. There's a lot of engagement that can happen here if we're staying active. Plant the hands, forward fold, hips up and back. Find some movement here. And heel toe the feet together. Bend the knees as you slowly round, lift up. Arms come up. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, one leg mountain, left leg lifts, left knee lifts. And we move with breath. Exhale, send it back. Remember, this doesn't have to go to a certain depth. You're just looking for the motion more than striking a pose. So moving with your breath here. Keep the belly engaged. And if you fall out, just come back in. One more time, in. And exhale, plant the hands L shape. So you can pull back slightly on the right hip to get square here. So imagine that the toes and the head are reaching in opposite directions. And where the hands are, they can energetically pull back towards the hip so it extends the spine, the neck even longer. You feel that? One more inhale here. Exhale, bend the standing leg as you reach the left foot back. Bend the knees. We're going to come up into a crescent lunge. So press down through the feet to lift the torso up. We're gonna take that lion's breath again. So inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, stick the tongue out. Cactus the arms, twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Take a few moments to set up. Pull back on the right hip crease. And really root through both feet. So the tendency is to lean forward and to dump here. But we want to bring the shoulders over the hips and really spread out and utilize our ground here. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Right elbow comes to the inside of the right knee. Press the knee into the elbow, elbow back into the knee. So there's this lock that we're creating there, that equal opposition. Left arm comes up or overhead. I like to shoot it overhead, but it depends on your body and depends on if the shoulders are open as well. So using this bottom lock here to spiral the heart open. One more big inhale. Exhale, heart spirals down, left hand plants. We're moving into side plank. So bring the back heel all the way down. The right foot comes on top of the left foot. Can you bring a slight separation in the heels so you have a little bit of internal rotation? Hand can come straight up or towards the top of the mat. One more inhale. And exhale, Chaturanga or Ashtangasana. Knees up or knees down. Upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come down to the knees, couple rounds of breath, or rinse out the spine, however you'd like to. Wiggle it out. And downward facing dog. We'll move into something a little bit different here. Inhale, floating cobra. So we're going to wave forward through plank pose into floating cobra. Remember, we come all the way through. You can have a slight bend in the elbows to roll the heart forward. Pull the belly in. We're going to bend the left leg here. Bend it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, come right back to this candy cane shape. Remember to engage the belly. Exhale, knee to nose, push the ground away. It's quite strengthening here. Inhale into this candy cane shape. I don't know if that's the name of this. And then look, we're going to push the weight into the right hand as the left toes come down. We're going to flip over. Yeah? Wild thing. One more inhale. Exhale, sink the hips down. Left hand reaches forward. Inhale, wild thing, push and lift. Exhale, come down. So the hips almost come to the ground, but not quite. Once more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink the hips all the way down. Bring the left knee down. You might be off the mat. I'm off my mat. That's fine. We don't need to stay on there. Flex the toes back. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold it down. Once more in. And out. Come all the way up. Bring the knee back up. We're going to plant the hand, push back into wild thing. Yeah, it's the same way that we came in. Push up, wild thing. Now look, this time we're going to come into tree pose side plank. So bring that foot, maybe it comes up onto the thigh. And then we're going to bring it towards the top of the mat. So lift it up. Reach through this top arm, reach, 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 reach as the foot plants. Yeah, we're reaching, reaching. Left hand is going to come down to the ground. We're going to take a big step up into Ardha Chandrasana. Yep. Bend, push, and lift. Half moon pose. Open up. Maybe the right hand comes to the hip. Maybe it comes all the way up. One more big inhale. Exhale, we bend the standing leg. We're slowly going to step back into warrior two. So reach that right foot back and come all the way into reverse warrior. Plant the hands down. Chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog or cobra, and child's pose. So let's come back into child's pose for a couple rounds of breath. So this is totally weird sequence, and it's different. So notice what happens in your mind when your body is asked to do something different, and just play around with it. Maybe it's working, maybe it's not working, maybe it's a progression, or maybe it's just not working in the body, and that's totally fine as well. But just play with it. Find some ease in the mind, some lightness, some curiosity. We'll come back up into downward facing dog. Let go of whatever did or didn't happen on that side. No expectations for this new side. Yeah? Downward dog. So come to the toes. We're going to inhale, come all the way forward into floating cobra. Round, 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 round. Open the heart. You can bend the elbows slightly to bring the heart center forward. This time, the right knee is going to bend. Push the ground away, knee to nose. Again, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, knee to nose, really push and round. Inhale into this candy cane. And this time we put the weight into the left hand, bring the back heel down, wild thing. We spiral open. Open up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hips down. Right arm reaches back. Inhale, lift, wild thing. Exhale, sink the hips down. Once more. Inhale, push and lift. And exhale, sink the hips down. Janu Shirshasana. So the right leg will open up. Flex the left toes back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, pour the heart forward. We move with breath 3 times here. Inhale, rise. And fold. Each time the heart coming a little closer to the toes. Twice more. And inhale, come all the way up. We're going to spiral towards the left, plant the hand. Push down to come back up into wild thing. You'll need to bring the right knee up. Push down, lift up, wild thing. And begin to come into tree pose. Any variation of tree pose, side plank. Yeah? And then we're going to take the right foot towards the top of the mat. So bend the knee. Reach with the top hand. Reach, 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 reach. Right foot comes to the top of the mat. It's a big step. We're still reaching here. Right hand comes down in front of the right foot. Ardha Chandrasana. So big step up into half moon. Gaze is up. Or not. Maybe it's down. You're pushing evenly into both feet, even though one of them's in the air. See if you can feel that sensation. One more big inhale. Exhale, begin to bend the standing leg as the left toes reach back, 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 back. Come all the way up and back. Reverse warrior. And exhale, plant the hand, step back downward, facing dog. Come to the toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, take a big jump up, Malasana, Yogi Squat, feet to the outside, hands on the inside. Shift side to side. And then we're going to come down onto the booty into Bakasana. Just start to slow the breath down. So again, whatever happened, whatever didn't happen, it's just play. It's good to play in the body. You could probably come back to this sequence a couple times. I'm going to film this sequence and add on into one of the 1 hour flows if you're interested in seeing a longer format of that. Much more time to get into the details in longer classes. And just kind of moving forward and up or spiraling the spine, whatever feels good here. So it's just some organic movement. And we'll come to stillness. Just going to take a moment to thank our bodies for moving with us today. Close the eyes and feel vibrations, the prana, anything that reminds you that you're alive in the body. The heat, prickles, vibration, pulse. Bring the hands to heart center. Thumbs to the third eye. And we bow forward to seal our practice and say namaste. Thanks, y'all, for joining me and playing with me. And again, if you want to see a longer format of this sequence, I'll film an hour long of this, and we can kind of break it down detail by detail and add on a little bit. But anyhow, thanks for playing. Head over to my website, colechanceyoga.com, if you would like to explore live. I got lots of offerings coming up. Otherwise, I'll see you on your mat somewhere in the world. Ciao.